Here we go. Grand Finals at Absolute Battle 6. Smash 4 singles comes to an end here. Karna versus Houston, Texas, SU, The Wall. And The Wall, man. I'll tell you what. Going into this, I was like, Karna, I think, is going to be taking this tournament, right?
Yeah,
and I was right. From the winner's side, he's sitting really comfortably,
He's sitting
right?
very pretty.
But The Wall came out of nowhere.
Yep.
He came out of nowhere, and honestly, he's really won me over. He has really won me over.
He just RKO'd Denti out of this tournament, and now he's coming in to take out Karna.
I mean, he did fight one Sheik, and he was very successful overall. Granted, Denti did have a lot of SDs in the set. That being said, Karna, bit of a different demon. I think overall, from a mental standpoint, Karna might be a little bit tighter, and I think that that's really, really important, especially as we get into game number 1. Ooh, Karna nearly thought.
Whoa, did you see him go off stage, try to gulp him up? Interesting.
It would have been, I think, low enough to the point where it had a chance of making it so that he would have fallen straight to the blast zone. But
I think it would have forced them to use a B, and maybe there's some shenanigans that he knows where he could potentially use fair to get them. I don't know.
This is Grand Finals. This is when you bust out the hidden tech that you've been saving for this moment.
Yeah.
But here's something to think about. Both these players possess characters that are pretty good at racking up damage. For Karna, obviously, in the early game in particular, he has that set of fairs into the bouncing fish, etc. With the Wall, he has the down air. But think about the fact that Karna is playing a significantly lighter character than the Wall is. And the Wall has such a devastating option with the down air. And because of that, it's going to be a matter of closing out the stocks more than anything else. But it's going to be, I think, a bit easier for the Wall to do so, primarily because he has more, I guess, of a chance to get stocks out earlier on Karna than Karna does against the Wall.
The lethality the Wall possesses is that much greater than Karna, who has higher combo ability.
Exactly. And Karna, however, doesn't care. He finds that F-Smash read, and he ends up taking the first stock.
Ooh, too much, homie. Chill, chill. Because as soon as you hit him with that forward air into the ground, there is stuck in a lot of hit stun. But if you are charging something that's taking a bit too long and they manage to break free, you're still stuck charging a smash attack. And very open target.
Karna's really good at playing defense. You notice that he got hit by the tilt, but immediately had the cognizance to go ahead and roll away to ensure he wasn't hit by the follow-up attack. And now, because the Wall is whiffing a lot of smash attacks, in desperation trying to close out the stock, Karna is having a lot of opportunities to finish out and pile up percentage himself. Forward air, does he have the double jump? Does he have the double jump? He doesn't. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sticking with Karna.
There's a reason why I predicted Karna to win this tournament.
I'm sticking with Karna.
Just look at how crisp that was overall, right?
Look, because here's the thing, is that when you have an opening, Wall does a good job of finishing. He has to create the opening, though, which is rather difficult to do against someone like Karna.
Yes.
Karna is someone who puts himself in a position where it's like very little can be gained from the opponent by hitting me in this situation. And even then, there's sometimes that the Wall did have an opening, like when he had that fair that had a ton of hit stun on stage, but didn't have anything to capitalize on afterwards. So we're gonna see what adaptations come into play from the Wall.
Man, it's just looking really grim though overall. I like some of the ideas that we're seeing from the Wall this time around. He's not playing as committal, and that very much could be because it's a much lower percentage and he's not down a stock. But I think that was where the gap really started to widen between him and Karna, was whenever he was trying to throw out smash attacks carelessly. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing those reads. I think that they're so satisfying to watch. But if you're giving your opponent that many opportunities, it's just not worth it. Beautiful usage of that armor on that double jump, coming in with the nair to contest Karna's aerial. Still 20% roughly favoring Karna, who gets the grab. Nice. I love the way that he waited out that air dodge, delayed the usage of that up air, and seals the Wall's fate with that up air.
And now Wall's coming back in, and he's trying to do his best to see if he can get something early. So he's trying to mix it in. You saw that he's taking every attempt he can, whether it's eggs, whether it's fair. He just wants damage on the board fast.
He's got the character to do so, especially at those lower percentages. That down air, so scary. But Karna's not even giving him a second to breathe. Once again, it's about who has the fire and who's the fire extinguisher. I look at a player like the Wall, and he is one of those players that has that fire within him. You know, we saw that so many times. Typo saying he's a firewall. but no, he has that fire within him. But that's kind of the role that Karna plays, is that he's just a fire extinguisher. He's so good at smothering all of his opponents, and we're seeing that smother happen right now as the Wall still failing to take out a stock from Karna. The last game was a 2-stock. I mean, I don't know.
Ledge, and now using that nair. That nair is so strong from Sheik because it's a bit of a combo breaker, as well as can be like a combo starter.
Wow.
Like that.
That was excellent. Avoids the grenade, but how much more time does the Wall have?
Ooh.
Bouncing Fish connects. It's not going to be enough, but Karna's going to be using Sheik's excellent edge guarding tools to contest and try to take away that jump from the Wall.
Even if it didn't work, the fact that you're showing the effort to go out there and do it is still something that the Wall will now mentally think, and there's the vanish to take the stock.
Wow, another 2-stock from Karna. Can anyone stop this man?
I think he's going to take it. But
Karna straight up, he's the Sith Lord, man. This is what it is, right? Think about it. I look at this and I'm just like, you know what? This is episode 5. This is episode 5, and you're just not strong enough to beat your dad. Not yet. Not yet.
Karna might be my dad.
What?
All right, so I want to see some adjustments from the Wall. I want to see him try to go for consistent damage and try to mix up things.
Yeah,
Go for some more command grabs. Try some new ideas.
It's funny because against pretty much everyone else that he's come against, the Wall's done a great job of securing KOs both in the early and late game, but he hasn't been able to find that same success against Karna. And I think a big part of that just deals with how crisp overall Karna is in neutral, in particular when it comes to his defensive options.
Well, not only that, when Karna is off stage and he's trying to get back on, he comes from generally a really low altitude and then comes back up. Whenever the Wall is going for those fares, he's generally ground level with the stage, right? So because he's not high enough, he's not going to be able to get hit because he's so low.
Yeah. That is really big. Stats down there at the bottom say the Wall is, at this point has to win 3 games in a row just to reset the bracket. And from there, he has to go through another grueling set against Karna, which has been looking phenomenal this entire tournament. Having the Wall at nearly 140%, the dash attack sends him closer and closer to the blast zone. I mean, what can he do? He can't rely on an early percentage KO on this transformation, but we have an upcoming transformation within the next couple of seconds.
And that's what you just saw what I was talking about earlier. Go for the command grab, and he did, and he got the up smash immediately after. But the combo breaker nair, so strong from Sheik. Both of them are at these high percentages.
Oh, keep him. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Great tech.
Dash
Great
attack takes it, and now at 118 with rage fully erect, with rage ready to go, Karna is going to do his best to see if he can add that extra credit on the Wall.
Oh.
Whoa, jab down smash.
So tense. Karna once again exhibiting that he's great at getting out of the wall, out of the corner, but the Wall finally taking the first stock in this set. That was the first stock he took in this set. I want to hope that it gives him the momentum boost that he needs. I really do.
He's definitely learning.
Oh, wow. That transformation.
That was nearly detrimental to both these players.
Karna
nair forward tilt fair, using the armor and finally breaking through as he's getting back onto the stage. The Wall seems to be on a bit of a hot streak. He's pushing back out, but I mean, it's going back and forth.
It really is. It really is. He's finding his footing every time he's landing one of those dares, but isn't enough. That temporary spark is not enough, I think, to quench the flame that Karna has right now.
Is that going to be enough? No!
Not yet. Not yet. Percents aren't quite high enough from either party for that to work out, but it's so close, Neptune.
Gosh, that drift. It gets again with the tech chase.
Another vanish. Bit stale, so still not going to be enough. How is the Wall going to make it down? The nair ends up alleviating a touch of pressure, but Karna is right back using that quick speed from Sheik to ensure that the Wall doesn't have an inch to breathe.
Up smash? No, he
just
waited.
Just waiting.
He waited. Now you know why. because he's seen him do multiple options outside of egg, and he wanted to wait and see if he could punish with up smash later.
Oh, wow, this is an opportunity, but doesn't quite capitalize. Karna with a chance here. So scary.
That's
The up
it!
smash gonna be taking the tournament. The wall had a very close game 3, but overall our predictions were correct. Karna is going to be crowned your champion here at Absolute Battle 6, and what a treat it was to just watch him throughout this bracket.
Absolutely. Karna, pleasure to always watch you. But everything that we've been talking about, just stay true to it. Such efficiency, knowing where to be at the right time, having that ability to say, I'm not going to get spiked once.
Yeah.
I've seen what you do to these other people. I'm going to stay hanged a little bit lower. I'm going to come back up.
And it was tough as a commentator, too. You know, I love watching the wall play, but I feel like a lot of my commentary was driven towards Karna because I look at that last match, and I think that the way that the wall was playing was similar to a sprinter, whereas Karna was in the long game, right? He was playing the marathon, and while the wall would have these moments here and there, which I loved so much, overall, the entirety of that set, the pacing, the tempo, everything was all determined and was all puppeteered by Karna.